Storage and Reorganization Project, part 11 or 12, I don't remember. I'll have to look at the videos on the computer. Regardless, we're going to try to construct the second shelf today. I've got all this area cleared out, so the shelf can go right up against these two columns and give us as much space as we can possibly get. Now this is going to create a challenge in the sense that it's going to move the walkway over from here to here. It's, interestingly enough, it almost lines up perfectly with this carpet here. So there's still enough space between this, so this works, but that shelf will not be able to be there once I complete this. So we'll just have to kind of roll it in the corner over there. So the first thing that we're going to do is we'll get two 2x4s cut for the floor to the right length, and then we'll level it out. We got to check the levelness both this way and this way. So actually what I'll do is I'll probably keep one of these, yeah, I'll keep one of these in here. Does this look pretty straight? Yeah, this is pretty straight. So I'll keep this in here. This is not long enough, is it? No. Is this one long enough? No. So I will have to keep this in here, which is just barely long enough to use to get a reference point to level it side to side. And these other two pieces I'll take into the garage. Oh, that's a nice air conditioner. Okay, so let's get two 36-inch pieces. This is rare, but I think I'm just gonna cancel all this out. I started cutting this up this morning, but I ran out of time. Let me just finish this now so we can clear up the space. I want to keep a couple of these pieces of cardboard here. They're nice big pieces to put down on the floor when you're doing something messy or what have you. Very handy to have. So I'll just cut off these parts that are going to make it not stack well. Shut that, because that's a laceration hazard. I need to have a recall in here. Alright, now I'll just slip this over here. Okay, now we can get the next one open. I want to get one out so I can see the size that we need for the 2x4. Okay, now I think we're actually going to reuse one of these pieces already. Oh, these weren't even the pieces I was going to save. Okay, so that's the length that we need, and that's the saw we're going to use to cut it. So let's see which one of these pieces is good to use. I have to clean the staples off of whatever we use here. Oh, might as well use one of these because this is pretty good and clean. So we'll use one of those. And let's find the best one of these. This looks pretty good. I think we'll use this piece as well. And we'll cancel this part out because it's all screwed up. Go ahead and cut that in there. Just make sure this is the height that I want it to be. So we want to make sure that this is going from the edge of this down there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's like a fan. And it broke. This is such a massive fall hazard. All right, good. Oh, I gotta get back over there. Make sure there's nothing where the blade's going to pass. Nope. I'm going to cut this twice. I'm going to cut this junky part off, and then we'll cut it down to size. Oh, come on! Again? Okay, so this will be one of our floor pieces. Let's get these staples out of there. I hate when the place is so messy like this, but this is just a byproduct of this project. I really can't fix it until we're done with this project. That was just stupid. That's going to have nothing to do with it being a mess. These seem like they're magnetically charged. I don't like that this is like that, because I'm going to have all this weight on the edge of this, and it's not going to be flat on the floor. I don't think that's going to be a problem, because we can just put it so that it's like this, you know, on this side instead. Well, I wish I had noticed that prior. I would have used a different piece. All right, let's see how this fits on the Good. It's a good fit. Now this is all screwed up on that side. We'll cut that straight, and then we'll cut there. That's really bothering me. I don't see what would necessarily happen with it being like that, but I just don't like it being that way. Is there a better piece that we could... And these are all kind of screwed up. How about this one? We're just going to go with it. I don't think anything bad would happen. There's a screw there. Well, I guess we'll cut that part out and cancel it. Good enough. Let's go see what kind of leveling fiasco we have inside. I guess before we get into this too much deeper, I should really get that shelf out of the way so we don't cause a problem that's harder to solve than it needs to be. Well, there's the hammer I was looking for earlier today. This, get everything out of here that doesn't need to be in here anymore. All these power tools can get out of here. Not going to be cutting anything else. This stays in here. This goes back. It stays in here. This goes outside. The heck? Some shards of glass on the floor. All right, that should give us enough space to work. I'm gonna move some of this back this way. Okay. So let's get these pieces of wood on the floor in the correct orientation. So this one will go over here. Which side looks better? I guess this side. Try to put the nicest looking side towards the room. I think that'll be this side. And this one will go like that. It's going to go all the way up against there like that, all the way back to be in line with those columns. And this will go like this. This measuring tape stinks. I imagine it didn't when it was new, but it kind of stinks now. Lufkin, that's the best brand for tape measures. But this is really... I wonder if I can unbend this somehow. I think it's like... Yeah, it's kind of screwed up there at the beginning. Okay, 72. We'll put it right there. Wow, that's don't get much closer than that. Might have to push up that carpet a touch. And just like this, so we can keep it where it's got to be. All right. How level is that? That's actually pretty reasonable. So that has to come up a considerable amount. And then it gets really tricky because when it comes up, now it's different side to side. This is actually got to come up on the back a touch. Maybe a 1/4 inch. So now the question becomes, what is it like side to side? Huh, it's actually not bad, but we gotta account for the fact that this has to be up like that. And so then this becomes off. This is going to be such a pain in the neck to deal with. This is warped beyond all recognition too. I'm sure that's skewing us a little bit. So this is actually gonna, is that? So this is kind of gonna self-correct if we raise that up. But then if we raise the back of this up to compensate for this way, then that has to go up more, and that's going to be off. So we raise that up, and that's going to be off. And it's like this constant, you know what, maybe that's where, since it's only slightly off, maybe we'll use the self-leveling feet for that. I think that makes sense. We'll use the self-leveling feet to make those precision adjustments. So, all right. Okay. So we need a, call that, I think a finger depth piece there. And then over here, we need quite a bit. We need about a 2-finger depth to correct that. Okay, let's go make some cuts. Okay, that's the 1 depth, and this is 2 depths. Actually, we'll go a little bit more than that. Let's go that much. Okay then, is there a knot? Yeah, there's a knot there. Not good. Okay, that piece goes over there, and that piece goes over here. Could have been a touch less, but it's very close. And again, we can do minor corrections with the self-leveling feet on the shelves themselves. This one's right on target. All right. Well, let's begin. Let's get the first piece in here. I'll get this piece out of here because I'm not going to use this in here anymore. I got all the stuff inside. Here is the self-leveling feet. I just don't agree with the fact that these are self-leveling because you have to manually adjust it. Now, like to me, if it was self-leveling, it would somehow do it by itself. You know, so to me, these are just leveling feet. They're not self-leveling. It's kind of misleading. It's like a lie. I don't like lies. There's some incandescent Christmas lights. So we got those things, and then these are the clips. Let's put these on. And I'm going to start up some other cameras. I want to show this process from a regular camera standpoint as well. I think it's kind of interesting to see what I'm doing from that angle. Gosh, that thing's really taking a beating in here. I guess that's a little tougher than we thought. Alright, I'm going to put both of these cameras on. We'll record. I finally set this up. I had bought this like how many weeks ago now and just wasn't getting around to setting it up. This is the first video I'm taking with this camera. It's the same one that I'm using now, but I guess we just have to hope there's nothing different about it and it just works properly. And where... I guess I can probably put it here because the angle on these are so wide that this is probably able to capture everything quite nicely. Yeah, actually that looks pretty good. Okay. That's working. And we'll put this on to record a long. Oh, I gotta make sure that this has enough actually we could just record it in gosh, I hate these things. we can just record it in 30 because it's just going to be a time lapse anyways. Yeah, now it's clear. For some reason, the angle on this is so zoomed in all the time that it's hard to get it, like everything in the frame. And this is not correct. I still can't get it in the frame. I think that's going to have to be good enough. It's generally in the frame. Okay, start up camera number 2. Assembling the second shelf during the reorganization and storage project. This is a second angle. I'm filming the regular, well actually this is now the regular version. I'm also recording the POV version, but I wanted to record the regular version too because I think that it might be, you might get a better angle of the ridiculous way I have to do this from the regular view. So actually this is being recorded by 3 different cameras right now. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do here is get the we got to get, I don't remember how I did this now. Actually this should be easy this time because I can just push it a little bit forward and then go around the 4 sides. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, it was pretty close, right in line with the carpet. So what I can do this time that I couldn't do last time is what I wanted to do last time, but I couldn't. I can just stick all these on here like this, and then go around to each one individually, pull it up a few inches and stick the clips on and then put it back. And I couldn't do this over there because I couldn't get around the back. I still don't have anything to open this the width. This is a very tough bag. That's another story I'll tell someday from my previous job. This is going so much easier than the first one because we can access it all the way around. That needs to be on there. Well, I guess it doesn't need to be, but I'd like it to be on there. Okay, so now let's get this on the frame. But and we'll see what we got to do for the leveling aspect of this. Okay, so we gotta, I figured we'll have to push the carpet up just a touch, and that is the case. So just push this up like this for now. Can very easily come back and reposition the carpet later, not a problem. Oh, come on. Okay. We don't want to move this over too much because it'll become a toe jamming hazard. But I'm going to make sure that it's on there enough to be stable. And this will not move once this is full. There'll be too much weight. It's only shifting around now because there's not much weight. Alright, that's pretty well centered on there. I'm content with the way that is. Now, is this up against there all the way? There's still going to be a nice amount of space here. I'm glad we made this design change. This was very good. That was a good call. Alright, let's make sure the shelf is pushed down all the way. And then we'll check the leveling. can't say I've ever walked on a shelf before. This is a first. Well, actually it's a second if you include the other one, but it's a first for this project. Okay. Okay, so it's very slight, but what we need to do is raise the back a touch, and then it's got to come this way a touch. So I'm going to open this one a little bit until we correct this. I don't know why this keeps coming off. It's really not having much effect. Maybe it's more off than I thought. I don't want to pull this out too much. Okay, so that's as far as it goes. So I feel like you want to have at least a couple threads in there. So that's it. I'm not going to pull out any more than that. I mean, that's very, very close. I'm not worried about that. Now this, interestingly enough, yeah, we'll just open the two in the back. It's not that far off. Check to make sure this one is closed all the way. Yep, it is the closed. Yeah, that actually corrected it pretty good. That's almost completely centered now. Alright, let me just get the other one put up. Yeah, it's way off now. That's because I have to bring that up. Whoa. Vacuum freak show. A freak show, always in the video. That's as far as I want to put that out. It is still leaning this way slightly, but there's really not too much of a concern there. It's pretty good this way. It's not going to tip that way. It's too long. The tip hazard would be forward and back, which we're pretty level here. So I'm not really concerned about that. And if anything, it's leaning backwards out of the occupied space. You know, it's leaning that way up against the wall. It's not going to tip that way, so I think this is fine. We're going to leave it like that. I'm pretty sure I extended both of these as much as I really would feel comfortable. Oh no. Yeah, that's almost completely out. Okay, that's in now. I have like at least 1 or 2 turns in there. So that's that. And same thing here. Okay. Yeah, those are both out as much as I think is reasonable. It's only off by a very, very small amount. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay, so now we have to determine the height for the next shelf. And this will have to, well, I guess it can stay, we just don't turn it on. Now we should take one of those blades off. That is Phillips only, of course, which the only thing we have down here is common. Try to get, I'm just going to get a screwdriver from the garage. Burnt out incandescent bulb. Got to get that changed. For starters, the timeout on this is way too quick. Good. Always got to check all the equipment first. Did I not stop this? I thought I paused it. I guess I canceled the whole thing. That's unfortunate. Well, worse has certainly happened. Okay, so I want to put high velocity fans, whoa, on the bottom row here. There's a 18-inch sample, and let's see if we can grab a. I have a decent number of 20s, so I'd kind of like to get the 20s to fit. I think this is the tallest one that we would want to put on here. Curious to see how that compares to this. This one up to 27. Oh, rats, I forgot about the numbers. 27. It's actually very similar in height to what we did over there. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. So, how do these two compare? Never a dull moment around here. Just breaking something, wrecking equipment. I think with that handle, those are about the same. If anything, this is a touch taller. So this has to be... I would say... yeah, it's pretty much going to be about the same as the other one. The other one is set to about 26. Right below 27 is the start. So right below 27 is the start on this one. I really don't want to find out that it's too low and have to redo it, because this is a very difficult task to set these in place. So I really want to make sure that we get it right the first time. I wonder if we should just go a notch higher for... Well, I guess what we could do to remove some of the doubt is we could just grab a few fans out of here and see how it compares. And I just need to take probably 2 of these out in order to compare it. Okay, so that's a hair too low. So I'm going to say that we should go up well, let's see here. I think we should go up to and put it at 28. This way there's not going to be any problems. I think we only need one more shelf for our circulating fans. So we should be fine. If the top is a little bit smaller than what takes in a circulating fan, we have plenty of smaller units that we can fill that with. Alright, now how the heck did I get this out of here? It has to be able to be done. I just did it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go up 2 notches higher, so that's going to put it 1, 2. It's going to put it right below number 28. Why that only has 2 in there? I think that's what we said it would be. So that's 27, 28, 29. I would put it 1, 2. I think that's right. I really am just trying to be very careful because I don't want to have to redo this. I meant to put all the numbers facing inwards, but I forgot. There's a surprise. Alright, so that one I think is like that, because it's got the first number showing is what, 20, 27. So if we go up 1, 2, that puts 29 in the next option. Okay, 29. And now I can't see the numbers on this one. Oh, I can, just barely. Okay. That's too low. 29. Nope, that's too low. 29. Okay. I can't see the numbers on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I hope this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, let's get this. Get another piece in here. Let's actually pause it this time. This is probably the most difficult part of this project, getting these shelves on here. This should probably be at least a 2-person task, if not 4. But I'm doing it myself. Okay, so I'm going to try to, oops, I have to get underneath this somehow. So I think, I'm going to try to lift it like this. I really wish that fan wasn't there right about now. It's going to make things more difficult than they need to be. Okay, we got everything aligned on that side. Now, the difficult part is that if it gets too far, see, it just got stuck. At any point, this is the problem. If it gets out of balance, one side is higher than the other side, it won't move. It gets stuck. And that's where we're at right now. really needs to stay kind of like that while I get this in place. Okay. All right. It's in place. It's stuck, but I can kind of take a break for a second. So now I'm going to have to push this side up, which it requires a lot of force to get it to unjam so that that side will come down, but it's going to be stuck. It's going to be stuck over here because it's too far down now. And then as soon as I lift this up, that side's going to go down. Stuck over here now. Ow. And we lost the alignment over there. Okay, great. So what I did before, which kind of worked, if I can get it to do this again, is I had propped this up. Okay. Total fail. Complete and total fail. So last time what I did was I went underneath here, assuming I can get there. It might be too low at this point. Let's see. Alright, well now it's at a point of equilibrium, so if I'm careful enough, I should be able to slide it up and get it to move relatively easily. Okay. I'm going to kind of let it jam for a minute. And I'm going to put this underneath it. No, we're not high enough. Oh, this is more trouble than I had with the first one. Okay, now we've lost all alignment. We've lost the alignment of the whole thing. As the blocks moved, everything moved. Now we're starting over. Whole thing is totally shot. We are back to square one, and now it's twice as heavy. This is not working well at all. I am not out of shape. This is taking every bit of body strength I have to move this thing. I gotta take the whole thing out and realign it. This did not happen the first. I mean, it wasn't easy the first time, but it was not impossible like this. This is twice as heavy now because there's two shelves on there. You know, this is frustrating. I had this aligned pretty good, and all that work is lost. I don't know how much these weigh, but I think they're over 100 pounds a piece. And combined with the physical bulk, that's what the problem is. The weight's not so much an issue, it's the bulk. Okay, that's it. I can't do any more kneeling today. Oh man, I'm stuck. Come on, body, keep it together. Don't fall apart now. This is not right. This is too far forward. Yeah, this is about, it's got an inch too far forward. You know what, if this is how this is going to go, we should probably just try to get the shelves in line first and then deal with this realigning it. It's not going to get any harder. Okay, that's what I was trying to do the first time. And I gotta figure this out again because I forgot what we had said. I think we said it was below 29 because this is 27, 28. So then it should be like that. Okay, that was actually kind of a rare moment on video where I got like legitimately frustrated by something. That doesn't happen often, but that annoyed me. Okay, 29. missing a piece. Here it is. Can't see the numbers. The lighting is so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not what I remember. I thought it was 5 down. Something's wrong here. Either something's wrong here now or it was wrong before. One of those two. Something was wrong at some point. If it sits at 29 here, 1 from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I understand it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's wrong. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this locks at number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we got that taken care of. This part I think I've mastered. Okay, something does not look right at all. That is way too slanted. What did I do wrong? I don't think that's not an alignment. It's not on the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it must have slipped. Because it should be like that, I think. At least. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's still too far. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I don't know why that was so complicated over there. Now it looks pretty level. All right, now we're good. It's pretty secure. If it can hold me, it can hold fans. All right, now I will fix the bottom portion. So is it pushed up against, it needs to be up against the thing here as far as it can go, which we're pretty much there. don't like the way that's sitting. I think I can kind of crawl behind here and fix it. Ow. Okay. I really wish that didn't happen. This was all set and copacetic, and it just barfed. Okay, you can fix it from here. All right, I'm happy with that. It looks fine on the front. Okay. Okay, now I gotta get out of here, which I think I'll just do like this. All right, we're good. Okay, that was infuriating. Okay. After all that, let's see how things fit. It's got a little bit extra clearance. Hopefully this fits tighter. I think that it probably could have gone down one, but then it would have been so tight it'd be very difficult to move it. It's fine. All right. The next row we're going to put for our circulating fans. So we'll use this as a size or reference. Is this still taping? Yeah. Okay. That's almost out of battery too. What? Why is that moving? Whoa. Oh, I see what the problem is. I took something out of here that needs to go back. Okay, there's one more machine that needs to go there, which is that one over there. This one. Alright, so osculating fans. I'm going to say we got to do it here, and that will leave, we'll have to make an interesting call up here in terms of where this should be, because we got to balance the clearance here to here and the clearance here to here. I do want one of these rows to be window fans and 10-inch box fans, so we'll have to consider that. So either way, we're going to say that it would be, I guess, right at 50 I think would make the most sense, because 49 is going to cut it too close. So we'll go right at 50 here. Just put 2 of these on so I don't lose my place. Take me another half an hour to figure out where we're at here. Yeah, I'll put the bottom of the shelf. Yeah, that's good right there. Okay. Hopefully we don't need more than 30% to finish this. $50. Okay, I think that this one should be easier because we don't have the travel distance that we had to deal with before. can't get anything aligned here. If I could get one side in, then I can start taking care of everything else. Alright, there we go. One. Oh, that was close. Two. Okay. Get it down a little bit. Alright. Oh no. Okay. Okay, 75%. This is so difficult. I will get it, but it's difficult. Come on. There we go. Okay. We got all 4 pieces. Now I just got to drop it down evenly. Okay, this is exhausting. Okay, that was very, very difficult. All right, that's all in place. No, I gotta go off this side. I can't. I have enough space there. Okay. So now we have to figure out, let me just check this first. We got to figure out what the next, perfect. What should the next height be? So if we want to store window fans, we don't need the whole thing. I'll grab a couple in the box. I do have a lot of window fans, so we definitely want to be able to store window fans. Oh, I got a bigger one than that too. Oh no, they're mostly in the back. Well, here's one. This is a good sample size. This is a bigger one. That was not ideal. Let's try this box too. Is this the same height? Yeah. So I'd say this one we should adjust to accommodate the height of these fans. I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow. That used a lot of muscles that I don't normally use in ways I don't normally use them. Okay, so I think that we should put it here, because then that should give us maybe even a second. Yep. So that's what I want to do. So that needs to be it's going to be a close call if we put it there. I think we should try to put it there. Let's see. That would allow probably a 1/4 inch between this box and the top. I suppose that's probably okay. I have a bunch of ones like this. Let's see. How would this work in that case? That would be okay. It seems like these Holmes ones are the tallest. Oh, that was a horrid sound. Yeah, that's shorter. Okay, so that's going to be one down from the double rung there. At 65. Is that a charge? No, it's got 12%. Let's change the battery in this. I'm going to need that stool now. Anyways. What's with that paper? Okay. I need this here so I can get up and down. Let's change this battery. I can already feel it. My body just took so much abuse trying to do that. Oh man. But I got it. And the screwdriver that I need for this is downstairs still. That's nice. I always let these cool off before I charge them. I follow all the safety guidelines in hopes to avoid a lithium battery fire. Hello. This is the screwdriver that's usually upstairs. Put it on the incandescent icicles. Okay, I'm gonna go get the last shelf in here. Alright, this one is going on 65. I don't know what this was for. I didn't put this in. This is $5W or 5N. I don't know what that is. That's kind of weird. All right, here we go. Last one. I'm not sure how I'm going to get this one on there because I don't think I can lay on it. It won't fit. The other one I didn't do a shelf that it was this thin. concerned about these phone cords getting damaged while I do this. Try to get those out of the way. No. I'm going to have to try to get up there and then close it partially, I guess, or how I'm going to do this. Okay, now the question becomes, how the heck do I get out of here? The shelf's in place now. I'm in place too, and that's the problem. The heck is the stool? Probably looks so stupid on the video. I can't feel the stool. Okay. Yeah, I can't get out of here now. This is what I was concerned about. Look, if I was upside down, I might be able to get out of here like this. Yeah, I can do it this way. Okay, cool. Okay, that is built. That was not without its challenges, but we got it. Looks like everything's aligned properly. Yep, that's good. Okay. Okay, that completes it. Second shelf is in place. There's still a lot of room here. This is good. This is a good design choice. All right, well, that's it for now. Maybe I will do some loading tonight, or maybe I'll wait until tomorrow.